Uh, hello, are you doing well, Kazuya? Hyaki, why are you in my room? What is with the why are you here? Is it really that surprising? I may be able to escape, but aren't I the one who is most involved with you, Kazuya? Besides, regarding the Archne's nest and Titanoboa, didn't I also directly help you? It's no wonder I came here. Well, that's true. Or you mean I only saw you as a business partner? Is that how it is? If that's so, you've been buying for such a long time. Pork cutlet kun. Besides, you are the one at the convenience store. If you say, I will put the grudge and embarrassing reaction properly. Well, that's... Oh yeah, referring back to when he was asking her to relieve him when the Nekomatas put their spell on him. Well, besides that, because there will be some parts that remain a mystery, as far as I know, let's teach each other. Also, if I'm here, then something convenient, isn't it? So, I'll be here for a while. Welcome, Kazuya. What do you need today? About here. Me, you say? It's as I told you from the beginning. I am Hyaki, part of the Oni tribe, a woman from the Oni tribe. Literally, someone who wanders across the world. I'm basically a demon businesswoman. Depending on the situation, I may have I may fight humans, you and me, according to circumstances. For example, if I was destined to die in that shelter, the fate of death cannot be broken in principle. In a world of any choice, you will always die if you are destined to die, but you circumvented it. Fate suddenly changed, and we go on a journey to save the world. I saw a guy who saved the world. It was my first time to change the destiny of death itself. So I was involved in this world. What kind of ending did you change to? I was quite interested. Oops, in fact, how did this world change? Please don't ask me, please. If you know what is going to be in the future, maybe it won't change because of that. It's a common story about paradoxes, right? So, I will tell you only results, otherwise I am a bystander. It's not fair. But at Titanoboa, you helped me. What did you do to protect yourself? Is it okay as a bystander? Because you knew I would lose to Titanoboa, so you helped me? You seem to have misunderstood. My fate is that I would lose at that point. I was not able to see it at all. Remember, allow me. I am because I cannot understand neutrality. Because there's no chance to win. You just said you fight. I am destined to die there. I have not said a word. Above all, at that time, the existence of interventionists. I haven't decided yet myself. It is my own judgment that I helped you. I just acted as Hyaki in this world. Well, if you think now that event is also from the guys at Hell's Gate, maybe it was expected. Hell's Gate? What kind of thing? Think of it all. When you attacked a demon at the naval station, it was connected with the intervener through the whole book. However, it is impossible if you were not aware of each other. If you compare to the other party, who does not know whether it exists, did you make an unexpected phone call? That makes you recognize someone who intervenes. If it was preparation for the end, it was already prepared. So it was really same as those 2 scripts at Hell's Gate about retirement. Yaki, did you really say retirement at that time in the park? I said that? Ah, that message is started before starting over. But sorry if I misunderstood. I do not know what retirement you are thinking of. And why? I guess it wasn't that kind of atmosphere. Retirement is very... I saw too much. I saw too much. The human realm, but you often hear about stories like immortality. A service like, it's harder to live forever than to die. I saw too much business. The world, I was getting bored. There was nothing new anymore. Normally demons do not reach such an ideal. I am probably because my daily stimulus was too strong. Dragons rule the medieval world, fighting against the pests in space. Sci-fi-like world, a world just passing by without me directly involved. But you know, after all, I was only a bystander. Be aware of it several times. For example, suppose you have a hungry man. Of course there's a guy who will starve and die that way. Even if I sold food to him at that time, they'd die another way. I saw that many times. Fate of death cannot be changed. Didn't we already talk about that? If it is only one time, it may be changeable. Do not go on dozens of times, hundreds of times. Even if you are, the help would be stupid. Yucky. Some kind of fancy that helped you. If you escape from the destiny of death, the reason is, it shouldn't be because you're being attacked by Titanoboa. It's a pity that I could not see the end myself. I think that is what my role was. After all, I might have asked for the place to die myself, the journey across the worlds. So I was carrying around the zero-dimension expansion device. But somehow the world where I used the equipment it seems like it's all thanks to you. I am probably still dead at that time. I don't think there was any regrets for my way of life. The purpose of Hell's Gate. Probably the guys at Hell's Gate really want to save. I guess it's not your fault. You are alive, it's just a key. People who really want to save using the key. That's surely Rena. Rena? Really? After all? It really was her? Well, when you say why, to be honest, I don't know the reason. First of all, I'll tell you grounds that you're not a purpose. Well, as a major premise, Cushion-kun, who is the master of Hell's Gate, do you remember why he called you? Because my soul cannot go to heaven or hell after death? Don't die to pass the innocence, is that it? Yeah, you remembered it. You said Cushion-kun was reluctant to write documents. But in the meantime, providing the identity is Kazuya's intention was arbitrary. Why not? Well, the demon who commits and dies in a relationship with soul contract. The soul is the property of the demon. In that case, Cushion-kun would not have to write the documents. That's right. Is it the same as demons not breaking the promise of human beings? The contract between humans and demons is absolute. Well then, based on that, that I was talking at the park, what I was talking about at the park exit, Kazuya, where was it originally supposed to be? Ah, yeah, so it was originally meant to be destroyed by Iron Man in the shelter. to Lucy from behind. Oh yeah! Did you notice? You were originally a fate that demon is robbed of the soul. In our words, there was no reason for Kushin-kun to help you. Rather, the domination mark is for the intermediate, under the influence of mind corruption, to try again quickly. If you think so, do you think you could be convinced? All the demons in my room too. Wouldn't it be unnecessary just to survive? You can only receive assistance. But I dare be an intervener. Let's have a simulated experience of Kazuya's interaction with them. Accumulated magic through mind corruption, and you were able to save Rena safely. Certainly, I'm satisfied if that's it. Then, those two at Hell's Gate, the reason for it was all to save Rena? Rena was a candidate for the Messiah Project. In order to be successful, I lived with magic powers. That should have been a major premise. Because of that, Rena and I are alive. What are the benefits to Kushin and Meira? So didn't I say that first? I don't know the reason, honestly. That's just what I gathered from what I noticed. It's only just a guess. But also for me, the Hell's Gate guys, there's one more thing that I do not understand. About the problem of all demons. Temporarily, that Meira person intended to use at the time of the naval situation. That's what the whole book completely filled up to the end. By the way, there still seems to be some spots left. If you just missed them, still, the fact that it has not been completely filled yet, there is another purpose, and there should be blanks. Once the book is completely filled, you'll know Meira's true purpose. I have a feeling that's the case. Bonding? After all, there's no choice. Huh? No, too bad. I was going to die anyway, so on this occasion, I thought it would be best to sell your transformed species, though. Even after you overcame the fate of death, seeing you live desperately towards your goals, I want to go around to travel the world a little bit. Well, maybe you were a special case. However, depending on the point of view, this fate, maybe it's not thrown out yet. Yucky. Oh, I have to say instead, after all, I will stay in this room for a while. Come again whenever you want to be squeezed. That's right. Fate, which you showed on this trip. Thank you. Leave it to me. Yaki. You still go around the world. Can I ask for one thing as well? If in the world if there is a world that I am hurting someone, I want you to stop me, even if you have to end my life. Can't go back on promises. In such a world, it is because of wish for me to be involved. But this is your world. This world's your request. I can do that much. I'll do as much as I can. Kazuya. Why are you here? Rena, why are you here? I'm not exactly Rena. Established in the soul Kazuya, the magic of the angel bring me up. However, because the connection between magic is strong, I'm connected to Rena, so I can speak for Rena's intentions. She is you. To tell Kazuya that it's you, what she wants to convey, I was allowed to appear in this space. It's not Rena, but will answer as if I were to hear from Rena. What? doesn't matter if you don't understand. However, I'm limited to thinking about you. Well, more Rena's SpongeBob Rena's information. 3 sizes and favorites. Please, 3 sizes of favorite food. Please ask her directly. No, I want to ask you. It's true. Chocolate house system suffers from this reaction. Definitely, Rena. Feelings for Kazuya. Kazuya, while not looking at the space of your spirit has become very busy. While I wasn't looking, the space of your spirit became very busy. Some of you form relationships that like you and love, and you become quite popular. No, this is that. You don't have to hide your emotions. Rather, such actions are meaningless in this space. Rena also congratulates you on their relationship, so even before, there's no need to hide her emotions. Your emotions. Ray is. I was scared of that, but I was afraid of that, but you don't need to be afraid. Rena has emotions to hold on you. I don't think so-called love defined by people. So, Rena has no feelings of jealousy towards them. The emotions that Rena has for you today is rather like an angel thinking, free love. Free love? Rena was guilty of killing your parents. From that guilt, she wanted to watch your growth until the end. So she stayed on the ground with a delay in her self-determination. However, she tried to confess, to forgive you, and her result is this event. Well, but I know that you will be selected as Messiah Project. The escape plan of that scene may not have changed, but she doesn't think so. She will appear in front of you from now on. I will never act as a lover. Originally, she wanted to keep close as an angel watching over you. It is a little lonely. No matter how Rena felt, I at the very least saw her as a lover. Even now, it does not change that she is my important person. There is no need to be disappointed. Even for her, you are still important. I want to tell you, she purely wishes for your happiness. If you are happy before Rena, then that alone saves her. What do you do from now on? What is Rena going to do in the future? She's not going to live in that office with me and Nina. Rena has decided to watch over you. She will not think about interfering with your everyday life anymore. But despite being exiled, if the angel is eaten by human beings, it cannot help but upset her stomach. Those guys, MOW, until they are destroyed. Form of the Savior request, or in your own information network. She will accompany you as a collaborator. Well, that's pretty emotional motive. But even now, angel magic is gone. Can you fight as Rena? You can't use magic, nor can you take that form. I may have lost my magic power, but do you think I'm back to just being a human? Rena is an angel who is pretending to be human. Even if she has no magic power, her body is different from that of a normal human. Her body's healing is delayed without magic, but she will not bleed or sweat. Even in this state, the physical body is about 5 times that of a human. In any case, demon class she won't lose to demons of an average class. There's also the intervention of Dr. Kurosawa. Oh, I see it. Invention of Dr. Kurosawa. Somehow the performance is really good. Certainly. The past is the past. I cannot deny the shady smell. At least in a state where magic cannot be used. The magic projects that can be expected to have certain effects are appreciated. You are also indebted. In order to fight demons, human weapons are not enough. Rather, I'm worried about you. No matter how your body and spirit are used to fighting demons, don't forget that you are a fragile human. That's right, I'll be careful. Your compendium is overflowing, just as I thought. You have shown me the proof of that. Isn't that proof that event when I saved Rena? Back then, it wouldn't have been possible without this book. Or is it something else going to happen to me yet? No. As you said, the original role of the compendium ended with that intervention. But that was an event that I was asked to do. I have something else I'd like you to prove to me yourself. Huh? It should be okay. If you've filled the compendium up to this point, it should be alright to talk to you about it. Now please, follow me to the end of this library. I've got something to show you. Well, where are we? Oh, I smell human. What's with this block of ice? There's something stirring inside. Are you surprised? Rest assured that it's not an enemy, at least for now. This is the deepest layer of the underworld, Tartarus. Oh, I'm being brought back to Paradox. Apparently there's a lot, the connection between them is a lot more plausible than I was thinking. This is where I was born. The ice is also known as the chains of Hecatoncheirus. The demons imprisoned in Taurus cannot move like this due to the freezing wind. So, no matter how powerful its magic is, even if it was the evil nine-tailed black fox, as long as it is incomplete. Wait a minute, you said incomplete. I'm pretty sure you called yourself that, Mayra. Exactly. Mayra is a separate, good personality split from the Black Fox. A completely different being separate from its evil. We were originally called the Dawn and existed together as one. It was a great spirit who tried to devour all of mankind. However, they were defeated by a demon called Yami, who was in charge of protecting the human world. Their magic power was sealed inside a magic sword. As time went on, the sword's owner died and the sword was lost. At this rate, the seal on the sword will weaken and break. It's only a matter of time before the magical power of the Black Fox floods the human world and throws it into chaos. So the Lord of the Underworld decided to seal it in Tartarus and watch it, by separating its magic power into two and making the good half a secretary. Lord of the Underworld, Cushion-kun? Is he really? So you were in charge of the library, Mayra? Probably because it included monitoring this. When I handed you that compendium, I said I wanted you to prove it to me one day. It wasn't the possibility of humans and demons coexisting, or the result of that intervention before. There is only one wish I have as Mayra. I want you, a human, to subdue the Black Fox. What? But doesn't that mean are you okay with that? Don't worry, even if you defeat the Black Fox, maybe it won't disappear. I have a contract with my secretary, after all. What did you get here? You're always showing up without a single noise all the time. Who are you, really? I mean, you can't allow that to happen as the person who sealed it. Well, I guess the Taurus will be noisy for a while, so it'll be a bit of a hassle to write a cleanup letter, but that's okay because it won't really affect the human world. You're the only one who's going to suffer if you lose anyway. It won't affect you if the seal's broken? Ah, I see. You don't know how deep this place is because Mayor brought you here in a flash, do you? Tartarus is deeper than the underworld Hades, and it is bombless, and its bomblessness rivals that of Abaddon, a synonym for the abyss. This is one of the lower levels of Tartarus. Even at the speed of light, and considering things like astral projection, it would take decades to get here. That's why we call this an endlessly deep hell. Only I, the Lord of the Underworld, and Mayra, my secretary, have the power to travel such a distance in an instant. I think this is the first time we've had a human down here. So even if the seal is temporarily broken, there is absolutely no way it can get out of this abyss before it's resealed. If it got unsealed, it would be brought back here. Only Mayra has the power to leave here. So if I reunited with the Black Fox, they wouldn't have the ability to do so. That means it would be impossible for them to get to the human world. I see. It looks like I've been brought along to the most extraordinary place, haven't I? Huh? Then why is Mayra wanting me to take down her other half? Even if the seal is broken, it can't get to the human world. It doesn't seem dangerous to just leave it alone. Why'd you even bother calling me here? I've always wondered, why does the Black Fox still crave humans so much after being trapped in this place? Having been already defeated before, even though it's impossible for it to achieve it no matter how hard it tries, why is it still trying to get back to the human world? Although I'm one half of her, I didn't inherit her desire. I can only predict what she's thinking, but she wants to be defeated by a human being. Huh? What caused her to be taken in by evil was her childhood, when she violated the taboo of eating human flesh and blood. She used to be an innocent fox with a longing for humans. Longing turned to taste, and love turned to appetite. She went crazy with the runaway magic power. But I think she knew deep down that she was the same as the bad guy she read about in human books a long time ago. Conflict with a young heart that longed to be human. Deep down in her heart, it remains an unresolved issue. She's not an angel with great power, nor is she a demon. She wants to be destroyed by the humans who dare to stand up to them. She has always wanted to be destroyed by a human who stands up against evil. I was against it at the time, because there's no way a normal person can match the Black Fox. But you've been filling up the compendium somehow, and you're getting to a rather unusual level of skill. If you're able to get just a bit more power, maybe. I don't care if it's the Black Fox in its prime. It was defeated once and lost more than half of its power. Well, why don't you just try your hand at it? I'm not the biggest fan of that. As I told you when we first met, This is just a personal request. Of course, you are welcome to refuse to do so. But if you are willing to grant me my wish, I will take you through that door. That door? What's beyond that? I don't know if I should call it a person or a thing. It is a client who started this whole situation by giving you the compendium. The person who gave you the ability to intervene and change the fate of this story, and the one who created the intervention device. Huh? Well, he's a guy who doesn't want his fate to change on his own terms, so I don't think he'd be able to tell you much about it if you met him. Actually, we don't know much about it either. But if you win, I think you should just see him. Whether they answer or not, you'll have a lot of things to ask them. Please speak to me again after releasing all the EX crystals. Once you've done it, I will release the Black Fox. I have faith in you. That you will be safe and prove to me that you are able.